Before I start this video, I want to make sure you guys are aware of something. So June is Men's Mental Health Month, and I would just like to let y'all know that I would rather you be open and honest and talk about your feelings than to hear about your feelings on a piece of paper or on an obituary. Guys, make sure you check up on your homeboys. Make sure you check up on your friends. Make sure you check up on these guys because you never know what they're going through. You never know how they're feeling, and you never know if they're plotting their way to end it all. I know from my experience of being depressed, it was a horrible time, and I knew that I had someone to talk to, but I felt like I couldn't because if I did, I thought people would see me as something that's not a man, like a little crybaby, like sensitive. So I know that my channel is predominantly younger guys. This is for my younger guys out there, my younger fellas who feel like they can't talk to anybody when they're feeling sad, when they're feeling mad, when things aren't going their way. I want to let y'all know that I'm here for you, and I understand as a guy that societal pressures are real and you guys matter. So I just wanted to, come on here before I start the video and let y'all know that men are ending their lives every day because they feel like they can't open up and talk about their struggles. If you ever feel that type of way and you don't have anybody to talk to and you watch my channel, I am here. You can talk to me in the comments. You can talk to me on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or Discord. You guys have all my social medias, and let me know if you feel like something is wrong. So yeah, I just wanted to say that in the beginning of the video. Let's get started with the video now. Today, I'm going to be reacting to some of my older cringy videos, part 2. The first video I'm going to react to is called I Move a Lot. Oh my gosh, you guys. The fact that I had the courage to come on this social media platform, I had nowhere else to go, and we were renovating the basement so we could have like our own rooms. So I started off with 10 subscribers. I don't know why I'm talking so low. He was still saying stuff about me, and so I eventually just got really pissed, and he was still trying to nudge me. He was trying to nudge me. Like, I shoved him so hard. Everybody just turns their head and they're just staring at me. I am not a person who just intentionally bullies someone who is little and has no power over me. I'm not that type of way. What is up, you guys? It's Duran or Dure here, and today, I'm going to be reacting to some of my older cringy videos, part 2. You guys liked when I did it all the way back in January, and I got some requests to do it in my lives too. And if you don't watch my lives, it's because you are not on my community tab or in my Discord when I'm notifying you when I'll go live. So make sure you are looking at the Discord and my community tab so you can know when I'm going live. And also, don't forget to subscribe to join Dure Nation. We're a community here, and I would love to have you in my community. So yeah, let's just get started. Alright, you guys, so this video is called I Moved a Lot Story Time. And around this time, it was, the beginning of quarantine. I was told that we're not going back to school. And the thing about it is, people were saying that they didn't have school for 2 weeks. I actually wasn't notified how long I was going to be out of school. I was just told I'm out of school because the day that people were letting out for quarantine, I had that day off because it was a semester, a semester break type thing, except it was like a 3-day, 4-day weekend. So there was something that was supposed to go on the week we were supposed to come back to school. Before we knew that quarantine was serious, I was in a club called Spanish Club, and we were supposed to do a pie in the face competition with the teachers. So whenever we made the flyers and we made all the information, we were like, okay, when we come back from this break, which was Friday the 13th, March 13th, the day everybody had to leave school, we were gonna do the pie in the face competition. But then we didn't do it because school was canceled for the rest of the year. So in order for me to entertain myself, I created this little series called Quarantine with Ron, and I went by Ron because I didn't want people to confuse my name with Darren, so I just went by Ron. So enough of me yapping, let's just watch the video.
Hi guys, I'm Ron, and today, since I'm quarantined and I have nothing to do, I decided that I'm just gonna share my life story to my brother who's down here who doesn't want to be in it. I'm gonna put him in here anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I won't put him in. But anyways, before I get started, please like this video, subscribe, clicking down there, and click the notification bell because it'll really help me, and I'm really much a nice person.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Bro, I'm sorry, but the fact that I had the courage to come on this freaking social media platform and act like this is just unreal. First of all, I'm barely looking at the camera. My face is like moving all over the place. Like I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking all over the place and I'm just doing random stuff. Second of all, you can barely hear me. I'm kind of like whispering a little bit. I don't know what the issue was, but the thing about it is that around this time, I was sharing a room with my little brother and we were in the basement and my mom had like a little office in there. So I'm currently sitting at her desk filming this because that was like the only place I could film. Other than that, I would film like gaming videos in my room, but if I really wanted like personal videos, I would have to go downstairs because my house was pretty small and I don't live in the house anymore. I moved. But around this time, I had nowhere else to go and we were renovating the basement so we could have like our own rooms because the house that we were living in had 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. So imagine how crazy it was when we had these bathrooms. So anyways, let's keep watching.
And after that, I'm just gonna thank you for 10 subs. I know that's not a lot, but you know.
10 subs? Bro, look at my channel. So I started off with 10 subscribers. This video was made in April 9th, 2020. I had 10 subscribers 5 years ago. Now I have 355. And this channel has surpassed that by over 400. Thank you guys again, by the way. But the fact that I was so grateful for 10 subscribers and this video only got 2 likes, crazy.
You know, it's better to have 10 than 0.
Right.
And that means I'm really growing. And I hope you guys remember me for being a smaller YouTuber. And I hope that maybe one day I'll grow and you guys will say, hey, I remember you when you were smaller.
Guys, I know that we're only a minute into the video, but can we talk about how much I'm yapping in the intro? Like, bro, I've been yapping consistently for the past minute, and we still haven't even heard the story of how much I moved. So, and also, I always used to do, like, voice pitches. I still kind of do them a little bit, but around this time, I would always do voice pitches. I just thought it would make the video funnier or more entertaining. So, yeah.
But anyways, let's get started. So, I've been moving a lot. I've moved a lot.
Again, you can't hear me.
And, you know, I was having a struggle finding a house and, you know, and I'm happy that we are in a house right now because when we first got told that we were called to get a house, I was so excited because I'm like, this is the time we don't get to move out of a house. So when I was born, I lived in one city and my brother wasn't born, nor my sister. It was just me at the time.
Okay, so first of all, you still can barely hear me. I don't know why I'm talking so low. Like, the camera is literally in my face and you still can't hear me. And the one thing that really bothers me is that I can never like look at the camera. Like, why am I looking to the right? Why am I looking to the left? You guys are looking at me right here. Like, I don't understand why I'm not looking at y'all. And also, I'm talking about whenever I was like a baby, because when I was a baby, you know, I'm the oldest sibling. My brother and sister weren't born and I did live in a particular city. And yeah, I don't want to keep spoiling the video. I mean, I haven't seen this video in years, so I'm giving y'all my raw reaction. This is something that I haven't seen since I posted it 5 years ago. Like, I don't really watch my videos, so yeah.
Then, after my parents got married, we moved into a house, and before my brother was born, we stayed in a small town. And it was, I think, a little bad, and that's why we moved. moved.
Yeah.
And, after that, I moved to a house that was 4,000 feet big,
Square
and
feet, yeah.
and at the time, that was when my parents were married, and my brother was born.
Yep.
My sister wasn't born yet.
Nope.
So yeah.
Okay, Duran, you coming here with the facts. See, I always come with the facts. All of what I just said is true. So when I was a baby, we did move out of the city because it was bad. It wasn't because it was like the crime rate was high. It was just, it wasn't a good city to live in. It was kind of crowded. Like, it's like a miniature city. It's like a town, and we wanted to live somewhere like kind of bigger, and we were living in like an apartment, I believe. So whenever my brother was born, we ended up moving into a bigger house, which was about 4,000 square feet long. So I'm coming here with the facts, and I knew what I was talking about at age 13. So that's how you know that I am a factual person.
And after I moved into
Stutter.
my house, I was 3 or 4 at the time, and then I started preschool. And let me tell you, I was bad in preschool.
And it was, you know.
It was fun at the same time, but I was really bad at the same time. Then after that, I had to leave my house. It was after I finished preschool, and then I moved in with my granny.
So I did move in with my granny. We lived there for a few months. And this was, like I said, it was in preschool. This was before I even started kindergarten. And I was a bad kid in preschool. Like, I really was. I remember one time, my parents literally had to come and watch me the whole entire day because I was getting told that I was possibly gonna get kicked out. Like, if you knew me now and you saw how I acted as a preschooler, you would have thought that I would have been a bad kid. But you know what? I'm not a bad kid. But then again, I was like, how old was I? Like 3 years old? I didn't know what I was doing at 3 years old. I was a toddler, man. I was developing. I was not going through puberty yet. Like, my mind hasn't developed. So, you know, I don't know. I just was a bad kid. And I just remember getting in lots of trouble. And I was an aggressive kid, too. That's what I was told by my mom and dad. So.
I love my granny so much. And
I love her, too.
I felt like she was my favorite out of everybody I knew.
Yes.
Like, literally. Almost everybody I usually talk to, I just felt like my granny was just my favorite person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She was like my favorite, and both.
Okay, Duran, we get it. She's your favorite.
Sorry, I just had to throw that back because my brother refused to go back upstairs. He wouldn't listen to me, so yeah, you'll see what I'm
going through right now.
Listen, if you are a older sibling and your little sibling keeps bothering you, especially when you've asked them repeatedly to leave you alone, you can understand how I'm feeling in this video. Look at my face.
Look at my face.
You could tell that I was annoyed, but I didn't want to say anything on the video because, you know, at this time I was 13. My little brother was, I think, 10 at the time. He was 10. So obviously he's probably gonna annoy me because, you know, he's my little brother and we live in the same room, live in the same house. We see each other every day. So, you know, that's just big brother / little brother tendencies, or big brother / little sister tendencies. That's just how they are. They love to annoy me to death. But I love them though.
Siblings, they don't listen.
Being
and
shady.
like that, you just kicked something. But anyways, on with my story. So, this was before I started elementary school. And at the time, I was little. I didn't know I probably expect that we were going to just move once. And then after we moved the third time, we were going to just stop moving. But no. And by the way, I was bad in kindergarten too, and you know, I was basically bad in preschool, kindergarten, and I was a little bit bad in first grade, but
oh, you guys, I was a troublemaker in kindergarten. Let me tell you. So, this was before I had moved So when I was in kindergarten, I literally like ran the whole class. Like, listen, I was the teacher's pet, all right? I was the teacher's favorite. So whenever the teacher had like food and stuff, she would let me eat it. And whenever I just felt like being bad or doing whatever I want to, I did whatever. And there was one time where I literally almost left the school because I wanted to run away. I don't know why. Not because of my parents, but I hated school as a kid. I did not like school. And I still don't. I don't even know why I'm going to college. But I just hated school so much that I literally, like, I was in the hallway, right? I was at my locker. I got my backpack and I got my clothes. Like, I think my jacket and hoodie and hat and stuff. And I was, like, in the hallway. Mind you, there's nobody in the hallway. It's just me. Not even my teacher. She's literally just in the classroom. And I'm literally, like, walking towards the exit. Like, there's the front doors that you come into the elementary school, and I'm like walking towards the exit. So you know how in a school you open the door and then there's like a little lounge area and then you go into the school? I was literally at the doors before you get into the lounge area, and right before I could walk out, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna leave. I'm just gonna stay. And in first grade, I don't remember too much about first grade. I don't think I was that bad. I mean, I said I wasn't that bad, but there was a particular time where the teacher made me, you know, like we had cards that determine our behavior. You know, like green means you were really good, yellow means you were good, but you had to be like talked to a little bit. And I think red was that you were being bad, and purple was like you were sent to ISS, like you were being bad, like you were horrible. And there was one time where I had to flip my card for some reason. I don't even know what the reason was. She just told me I had to. So yeah.
When I became a second grader, I was good, and I went to. And where I'm currently living now is where I finished kindergarten and where I finished the first grade. But after that, I had to move again because my dad wanted to.
Okay, so where I'm currently living is where I finished kindergarten, first grade, and in the second half of second grade, I ended up moving back. So in kindergarten, I lived in the area that I finished second grade. So I ended up moving back to where I was originally from, and I only stayed there for about, I think it was about 4 more years until I moved back. And where I currently live is where I did 7th grade, 8th grade, and then all of high school. So, yeah. And the reason why I moved back, I think it was because of my dad. Either it was because of my dad or because of my mom. I don't really know. But yeah.
I want to move away from where I'm currently living right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
why am I so shady?
I was mad because I was going to miss my friends that I finally made since I was in kindergarten. I was so happy that I was there. I didn't want to leave.
I did not want to leave.
I told her the news. I was sad. We were all sad.
Her being my second grade teacher, because I had moved the second after second grade, and I was like really sad. I was upset. I did not want to leave. I literally did not want to leave. I loved my elementary school. The elementary school that I went to finish kindergarten first and then like the first half of second grade. I loved that school. Like I had no complaints. I loved it. Everybody was good to me. But then when I went back to my other elementary school where I first started off kindergarten, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't always that good. And then I ended up moving schools again. So anyways, I'm gonna watch a little bit more of this because I'm honestly kind of bored of this video. So anyways.
And this was after my sister was born.
1 year.
We moved in April, and at the time, it was before spring break, and I was really mad that we had to move, and I was really bummed because I made friends there. I was really mad that we had...
I missed my teachers and friends. Oh.
It's 2015, 5 years, and I still really want to see them. Well, not really 5 years, but like a couple of months, and I was like, I really missed them. And then I finished second grade at my old school where I went to kindergarten at. And people remembered me as the bad child. Me and my brother had the same kindergarten teacher, but he only stayed until first grade because, you know, we had to move out of this house. And I'm happy that we moved out of this house because, you know, it was bad. It was literally old, bad. I really don't like old houses. Yeah, the greenhouse.
So when I had first moved in second grade, we lived in this old greenhouse, and it was like walking distance to Nerea's house. This was around the time I met Nevaeh when I was in 3rd grade, and we were literally like neighbors. Like around this time, the greenhouse that I'm speaking of is the house that we had moved to when I was in 2nd grade, and I hated that house. I hated how old it was, and sometimes we would have holes and there would be like raccoons in our backyard. And I could literally see that because my room at the time, which I was sharing with my little brother, I think, and the room was near the backyard, so I could see with my own 2 eyes raccoons coming out of the ground and literally hanging out in the backyard, and sometimes groundhogs too. So I'm done with that video. I reacted to it for 5 minutes, and yeah, I'm just done with that video. Okay, you guys, so the next video that I'm going to react to is called I Was Almost the Laughingstock of the 7th Grade. Okay, you guys, so this is a part of my little series, Quarantine with Ron, and I was just like, you know what? I have good stories. Maybe I should tell them on YouTube. And I felt like I did have good stories, and I did a couple of story times on my channel in my little Quarantine with Ron series. So 7th grade was kind of hard for me in the beginning because I didn't really know anybody. And if you guys watched my story time about my crazy old middle school friend, this was around the time that I had met Nicole. So I don't know if she was in the midst of this. I don't remember if she knew what happened because we weren't really friends around this time. I told you guys that it was more so like the second half of 7th grade we became closer. Like in the beginning we weren't really as close. She thought I was weird in the beginning. Then like the second half of 7th grade we became close. And I'll explain a little bit why in the video. And by the way, y'all, if y'all want to watch these videos for yourself, I will link them in the description. I don't know about this video though because Nicole's name might be in there. Ugh.
Previously, when quarantine was on. So far, I was making a video about my life and story time. That was episode 1 of my story time. And basically, since we're quarantined right now, I'm going to be making a quarantine series where I talk to you guys. And
oh my god, Duran, can you turn the music down so we can hear you, bro? Nobody can understand what you're saying. Like, can y'all understand what I'm saying? I can barely hear myself. I'm whispering, I'm like, so today I am gonna be doing a little series, Quarantine with Ron. Like, no, say it like this. I'm going to be doing a series called Quarantine with Ron. Why are you whispering it? Say it so people can hear you. Jesus.
it's basically just...
Or turn the music down.
And today's episode is... Drumroll, please. How somebody almost humiliated me at school.
Okay, before I start, I forgot to mention the quality. It's terrible, just letting you know. Okay, let's talk about the editing in the intro, okay? I actually did a pretty decent job editing. Mind you, I was 13. I don't expect to edit like a pro. And the laptop that I had was terrible. I was using Filmora at the time, and Filmora was not the best on my laptop. Like, it would crash. I would literally have to restart my laptop, and my laptop was old, so it wasn't doing that well. It was like more of like a laptop you would use for like common things. I think I used to play Roblox on it too, so.
And I am gonna be so happy to show you guys this today. And hope you guys like the video. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Hey guys, I'm super sorry for the quality, and I wish I could fix it, but it's just my phone, and if I would take this screen protector off, it protects my phone, and I don't want to take it off. And
If I could get a new one, that would be great.
but anyways, thank you guys for coming to this video. I appreciate it. And today I'm going to tell you guys the story how I nearly was the laughingstock of my grade. And you know, that sounds pretty creepy.
Did I just use the sad face? Ugh. Y'all, I was such a cornball. Excuse me. I was such a cornball.
Right? And anyways, I'm not going to be that long. It's going to be maybe a little long, but not as much. But
Mind you, this video is like 30 minutes. I mean, that's not too long, but still.
I'm going to just show you guys the story. So let's get started. And before I start, sorry, but content and some good stories about me. And since we're in quarantine, I'm just gonna show you guys stuff about me. And yeah,
What am I
let's
playing
get
with?
started. So this happened in 2019 when I started 7th grade, and it was 3 months after I started 7th grade.
So
Well, not
October.
really, 2 months.
Wow, September, October.
And this all happened when I did something to my friend, and it got rumored to other people, and yeah. So here's what happened. So this guy was just calling me names, and he just kept saying,
Why did I do that? You're fatty, you're fatty, you're fatty. Okay, then what did I say?
just kept saying,
Stop at that, fatty. You're just a big egg. You go on the street and look rude and...
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I said. I was mumbling.
I think I should tell y'all what happened. Alright, so when I was in 7th grade, I was a new kid, and whenever I had this class, it was my science class, my 7th grade science class or whatever, right? So this kid, let me describe the kid for you. He's shorter than me. He's probably like 4'9". I'm like 5'8" around this time. I don't know how tall he is. Maybe he's like 4'9", 4'10", 4'11". I don't know, but he is a short boy. He's short and he's skinny. He was saying stuff about my size. Like around that time, I was very self-conscious about my body size, and I will literally pull up a picture of me when I was 12. That was me when I was in 7th grade. So around this time, I'm not really happy with the way my body looks. I'm not really happy with the way I am as a person, like, to be honest with you. So when that kid was like saying rude things about me, I was just taking it. I was just taking it in because he was doing it more than once. Like, it was like a repetitive offense. And I just finally had enough. So, yeah.
yeah. So after one day, I just got really mad. I tried to hit him with a stool. I was like, oh my god, I really regret trying to do that. And, I did shove him to the ground, and the teacher saw it. Everybody was looking at me. Everybody in the whole class. They were looking at me. They were looking at me leave the room. They were looking at him, the person I shoved, and he was literally hurting, and I was really feeling that bad about it. And, I was really embarrassed, and I was sent to detention. And
Okay, so if you guys didn't hear me, because I kind of mumbled it a little bit, I said I tried to hit him with a stool. Okay, so it was during homeroom, or we used to call it advisory. I don't know why we called it advisory, but it was homeroom. So we had homeroom in the beginning of the day, or it was either homeroom or win, and we called that what I need. And basically it was a study hall. It was one of those periods. I'm pretty sure it was advisory, aka homeroom. So it was, I'm just gonna say it was homeroom. So in homeroom, he was still saying stuff about me, and so I eventually just got really pissed. I got up, and I think I said something like,
oh, you're not gonna hit me, you're not gonna do this to me, you're not gonna do that to me.
So I was gonna hit him with a stool. So I literally lift the stool up, right? Like, I have the stool up, and like his little 4'10", 4'11", 4'9", like maybe like 80-pound self tried to shove me. Like, he tried to go like this to like my side, right? So when he did that, I had put the stool down, and he was still trying to nudge me. He was trying to nudge me. And so when he had did that, I had enough. Like, I was so mad. I shoved him to the ground. Like, I literally put all my force and I just shoved him to the ground. Like, I shoved him so hard that he literally started crying. He was literally crying, y'all. And when I had did that, I was completely embarrassed because the teacher was really mad at me. Like, he looked at me and he said, "Go to the office, Duran." And he was angry. He was mad at me. He was like, "Gentlemen." And he looked at me and he said, "Duran, go to the office." And then like everybody just turns their head and they're just staring at me. Like, as I get up and I get my things, they're literally staring me down as I'm walking out of the door. Like, I was so embarrassed Like, I went to the office, and I was, like, waiting outside the office. And as I'm waiting outside the office, I just see my teacher, which, by the way, y'all, my homeroom teacher and my study hall teacher was also my science teacher. So I had this kid in 3 of my classes. So I saw him every day. I saw him every day of the week. So when I had seen him, I was like sitting down. I wasn't crying. I usually cry. I don't know why. But I was sitting down and I was just feeling like really bad. I felt bad because everybody was like comforting him, but they didn't ask me how I was feeling. They all just comforted him. And like when I had went to the principal's office, because I was called into the principal's office, he even was mad at me too. Because, you know, even though I was attending the school for only a few months, I was new. They knew me as a good kid. They knew me as like a quiet kid. I don't usually cause problems. I'm not this type of kid. I am not a person who just intentionally bullies someone who is little and has no power over me. I'm not that type of way. So whenever I had did that, it kind of was a shocker to everybody because they knew me as someone who was calm, collective, and nice. So when I had went to the principal's office, he was kind of like shocked about it. So anyways.
You know, it wasn't really fun. It was super boring. I had nothing to do. All I did was just be on my computer, and I was talking to my mom. And I was emailing her, telling her that I got in trouble at school, and then she basically just came to school and...
Not the Taylor Swift music.
Not the Taylor Swift music.
Not the Taylor Swift music.
Anyways, I'm talking about what it was like being in detention, aka in-school suspension. And you know what, y'all? I really dodged a bullet because he was really hurt. Like, he was hurt. I think he had like a bruise. I don't know how he had a bruise because all I did was shove him to the ground. He didn't hit the ground really hard. So I don't know where he got the bruise from. But when he was crying, everybody was like comforting him. Like, I went to the principal's office, right? And I'm literally hearing people being like, "Are you okay? What happened?" And then he's like crying to them, being like,
Duran shoved me to the floor.
and I'm just like, I'm thinking in my head, he's not wrong, but at the same time, he's acting like the victim. He's acting like he didn't say things to provoke me to push him. He made it seem like that I just shoved him to the ground and I did it for no reason. So that was like something that bothered me because I was being portrayed as the bad guy and I was almost the laughingstock of 7th grade because I had attended the ISS the whole day. I literally did not talk to nobody and I was just in there with me and like some 8th graders and I think some freshmen. I don't know. My school was 6th through 12th around the time and I only went for 7th and 8th. But I was in there and I was completely bored and I did email my mom. She came and she had a meeting with the principal and she was wondering what happened. And she did say like, you're kind of like lucky that you didn't get suspended. I mean, she wasn't blaming me. She knows that I don't just attack anybody. She knew that I was telling the truth. So it was kind of like a shocker because I'm not like that, like I said. So I ended up going back to school the next day and then people are just calling me like rude and they're calling me names. They're saying how I hurt this guy, like the dude who was talking crap about me. They're like, what happened? And then like everybody's knowing about it. Like everybody in my class knew about it. And mind you, it was like a day after I had just attended ISS. Like the whole like 7th grade already knew about that. And I'm like thinking, like I'm just angry and I'm just worked up to the point where I felt like I was gonna cry because people were literally not listening to me. They weren't hearing my side of the story. They just saw poor helpless little dude right here and they didn't hear the stuff that he was saying about me for literal days. It was not the first time, it was not the last time. He was still saying stuff. And y'all wanna know what's even worse? 1 year later, we made up. He came to me and he was like,
Oh, whoa, that was a joke.
he was just joking. But he never stated that a year prior. He never said that before. He let everybody attack me. He let everybody call me names. He let everybody hate on me. He played the victim. He let everybody comfort him just for it to be a joke. When I had heard that, I mean, I didn't think about it too much. But like, later on, I'm like, I went through all that for no reason. You should have told everybody that it was a joke. And I'm sorry. So, anyways, I'm gonna watch a little bit more.
Talk to the principal, and you know, I was basically just like, this day is just really bad.
Yeah, I hated that day. That day was the
I was
worst.
so embarrassed. I just didn't want to see anybody. And I almost at that point just basically just tried to tell my parents to get me to school, and this also happened because I shot one of my other friends because he like bumped into me. He did this to me, and I did it harder, and he was like, and then he spread rumors about me being like this rude person. It was like I was rude, and I was like, and after I got sent out from my advisory class, my teacher was really not happy. He kind of looked shocked because I am a really good kid.
See?
That's just I never do something. I just never like to fight. And
See?
just,
I even said it in the video.
I'm this person, like,
But I'm still whispering.
and I really was embarrassed and I was shocked. I was shocked too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
See, I'm usually a good kid. And y'all should know me by now. Y'all know how good I am. And like I said, it was just a shock to everybody, even including myself. I didn't know I had that much anger. I didn't think I was gonna do that. I was just angry in the heat of the moment. And sometimes when you're angry, you don't think before you do things. You just do things to get people to shut up. So yeah, enough with that video. I feel like that video was okay. It was better than the first story time. So I think I relatively improved. I'm going to react to a video called Old Siege Gameplay. So we're gonna see how good my Siege skills were. Let's watch.
hey guys, what's up? So it's me, Sniper Life, but before I start this video, for some reason it didn't capture the game chat audio. So if I pause for a little bit, it's because somebody's talking to my party. For some odd reason, I don't know why I captured the game party chat audio. Enjoy the video.
Ugh, that quality.
On the video,
Lag.
include your audio. Hello?
See?
Hello guys, today I'm playing Siege.
Bro, the quality
Yep.
is so bad.
Yep. I'm
You
gonna
can barely
put
see.
playing Rainbow with my friend. Decent friend. Who is better than me at Fortnite.
No, he's not.
I mean, not Fortnite, but Rainbow.
He was.
Oh my god. No, get out of here.
Where the frick are the people? Wait, I think I killed somebody in this. Yes. Come on, Duran. Get him, bro. Get him. Good job. Did y'all see that? Y'all need to watch that again. That was a clean, I think it was a headshot or a body shot. I don't know. But that was a clean shot. And yeah, that was a clean shot.
Did you include your audio?
See how I'm asking if he include the audio?
Anybody?
I don't know why my audio paused. That's my brother in the background.
I'm playing Siege with my friend, decent friend, who won't include his audio.
See? He didn't include it. Which is why you
Oh,
can't
my
hear.
brother won't include his audio, even though you. Wow, you both include your audio. Say hi.
See? They didn't do it.
Yeah, we're just playing Rainbow. Yep. And I have to get off the game. How it. They're just talking about poop. Are you serious?
What? They were talking about poop. Brother. This is them. You hear him laughing? This is my brother.
Yes. You're literally talking about poop.
Drone has located a bomb.
Get him.
Wait, when did JV
5 seconds.
There's a Valkyrie. And there's an alibi. There's an
Locate the
alibi.
bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Duran. Let's see how you good, my boy.
Do you see how...
That was thermite? Yeah, it was thermite.
I'm going in.
You have dropped the diffuser.
I think I don't know who died. Get him! Get him, Duran! Get him! Get him! Ooh, that aim sucks. Get
I
him.
injured somebody.
Okay, you injured him. Kill him. Kill him,
The
Duran.
diffuser is now secure.
Oh. Get that man. Hey! Let's go!
One friendly operator remaining.
Oh. Watch me try to clutch this up, bro. Watch me clutch this up. Or try.
What the heck?
All friendlies.
I died from a shotgun from Alibi. Are you serious?
That
That wasn't a shotgun. I didn't mean to say shotgun. He hit. Stop saying poopy dookie. Hey, I'm about to remove you. Stop. Please. No, stop.
Doc used to be my favorite
I
character.
removed him because he wouldn't stop saying that.
Who did I remove? I think it was my brother.
I removed him. No, I keep removing him. He won't stop doing that.
I don't know if it's my brother or my friend. Brother! Why did I laugh like that?
I'm making my party invite only. Stop saying that thing.
Advise, a bomb location has been compromised.
Doopy doopy. Where, Devin? Where?
My friend.
10 seconds.
I'm muting Davion. Forget this.
It was him.
Oops, I muted Devin.
My brother.
Alright, I muted Davion. Barricade up! Why would you barricade me? Oh wait, I can unbarricade. Devin! Devin, I'm sorry, I muted you.
Let me get my homeboys.
I was meeting Davion.
Oh, freak. Oh, my brother got shot from behind.
What the heck? Ow, I'm getting shot at.
Dang, they was rocking him. Get him! Oh no.
I'm gonna.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Ah!
All friendly.
Dang!
Mission failure.
I killed 2 of them though.
No, I stabbed him.
Yo, my team sucks. Yo, my team was low-key garbage in that. Man, I wish we would have won that. But you know. Anyways, you guys, I hope you liked this week's video. Don't forget to subscribe and join DeRay Nation. Don't forget to check out my Discord. Don't forget to look at my community tab for whenever I go live. I like going live during the weekends, but I've been recently going live every day because it's summertime. So yeah, I really hope you guys... My dad's calling me, so I have to wrap this up. I really hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye! Hello? Ooh. Hello?
Hey, what you want from Cracker Barrel?
You're going to Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
I want the pancakes.